This full moon tonight is asking us to make a choice between staying put or stepping into our power. Stepping into our power might mean doing the hard things, but you're capable of doing the hard things. I know that. It might mean doing the things we've been putting off that we know are best for us, but maybe aren't the most exciting. It might mean sticking to our commitments. It might mean doing the work to embody the best version of ourselves, the people that we dream that we could become. Well, the good news is you can become that, but you have to take a step onto that path. You have to be willing to make that move. And the moon is on your side. The energies are on your side. So there's never been a better time to embark on that journey. So stick with me here, and we're going to find out more about what that journey might look like for you during this moon cycle. And stay tuned for a bonus message from the White Light Oracle at the end of this reading. All right, to unpack this story, I am turning to the Rider-Waite deck as usual. I want to know what happens between Warrior 2 and Warrior 6. I want to know what happens over the next 28 days to change our world and set us on the path to becoming the people that we want to be. If at first you don't succeed, try again. That's what I'm getting. See, we have this Six of Wands reversed here. We've got the World reversed, unfinished work, unfinished business. We've been talking about that. We've been seeing that card a lot. And you might not win right away. Your progress might be slow, but it'll be steady and it will pay off. Again, we've got the Queen of Wands, which is who we are embodying at this time. That's the energy surrounding us at this time. Venus is in Leo, and we're going to be headed into Leo season. We've already hit the summer solstice. We're in the hottest months of the year, at least in North America and in Europe. Talk about a heat wave. So the short story is dig in, keep trying, be willing to make slow progress, and know that failure is just part of the process of success. Now, these cards aren't telling us anything we didn't already know. So I would like to get a bit more input. I would like to see the second line here. What do we need to know that isn't so evident, that isn't so obvious? We might stumble. We might need some advice on how to continue when things are looking bleak. You know, what we can lean on is that fire inside of us. We've got the Ace of Wands here and the Two of Wands here. And the Two of Wands in relation to this Ace of Wands it's that active choice. There's the potential that we know we have inside of us and that has always motivated our dreams. And this Two of Wands is about picking up this staff, making the choice to take the step onto that path. It has to be conscious and intentional. It's not going to happen if we don't put the effort in. But just a little call out, I think that Knight of Wands reversed, when things don't go our way, we can kind of like throw a tantrum. We can like be little babies about it. We can want to give up, want to blame others, want to all of a sudden not take responsibility for that fire inside of us, not take responsibility for our path and our journey. We can be our own worst enemy at a time like that. When something doesn't go our way, we might think, well, it's not really for me anyway then. But that's not the case. If you want it, it's for you. I mean, that's oversimplified, but if you want it and you're willing to take right action in the direction of it, who's to stop you? Nothing's going to stop you. We already see Six of Wands, victory. And Knight of Pentacles at the end of this story too. Again, slow and steady progress, but by the end of this moon cycle, you're going to see some kind of payoff. Something tangible that you're going to be able to hold on to and say, okay, I can see that we're headed in the right direction. And that is just going to mean it's going to be all about controlling our thoughts and emotions and not getting caught up in feeling like a failure, feeling like giving up on it. It's going to be about powering through, taking responsibility for both our successes and our failures. And remembering that just because it didn't work the first time, well, that just means we have to look harder, try harder. And I don't just mean try harder like I'm calling you lazy or anything like that. I mean recommit to ourselves, recommit to our journey. Remember that our pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is worth it, because I'm presuming you've already done the work to decide what is worth and what isn't worth going after, what really has value to you. I'm assuming that we're pursuing something that it truly has the utmost value to us over the long term, something that comes truly from our heart and soul. And I mean, this might be that journey. Maybe you haven't done that work yet, but maybe this moon cycle is going to be that opportunity for you to dig in and have that conversation with yourself between like the less mature version and the more mature version of yourself, and decide, why are we doing this? Are we doing it for the right reasons? Is it worth continuing to pursue? And if it is, again, to double down and recommit. And I can't say this enough, remember that failure is just part of the process. It's practice. You're not going to get it right the first time. You shouldn't expect to. I've said this before and I'll say it again. As magical people, sometimes it's too easy to believe that just because we want something, we can snap our fingers and manifest it into our lives. But that's not really how it works, or at least that's not been my experience. Sure, sometimes it might look that way. It might look like we wished something into existence. A lot of times those manifestations don't turn out the way we wanted them to in the long run. They don't look exactly how we expected them to. So if we're really trying to build something that's worth having over the long term, and something that is valuable, stable, abundant, supportive, sustainable, that's going to take time. We're going to have to learn what to do and what not to do. We're going to have to learn the ins and outs. Rome wasn't built in a day. So consider this moon cycle as the first step on a long journey to get where you want to go. But the most important thing you can do right now is harness this wand energy. Look at this. 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands. You have the... Stop it. You have the Ace, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands. This is extremely powerful energy, especially at the height of summer and as we're moving into Leo season. Again, Venus in Leo. This full moon energy is all about spiritual alignment for you. You've got to get clear on what is worth pursuing, where you want to put your energy. It has to be somewhere that feels spiritually aligned for you, because then you can be sure it's going to pay off in the long run. Again, not in the short run, not in the next 28 days, but however long it takes, you will get there. And right now you have to have that faith. You have to have the kind of faith that the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands have to keep going. That righteousness, that sense of righteousness, that sense that what you're doing is the correct thing, that you're on the right path, that commitment. This full moon's going to be all about getting in touch with yourself, having that conversation with yourself, and making that commitment to yourself. And now I'm going to draw one of the white light oracle cards. And read from the corresponding book, just to give us a send-off for this full moon tonight, something to meditate on. 35, the Pearl of Sorrow. Taking responsibility for your experience empowers you. You're going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. I couldn't have said it any better myself. I fucking love you. Congratulations.